What is up, guys? In today's video, I wanted to make a helpful starter guide for new players. Whether you've been playing already and just want to watch some more Once Human content, or you're getting ready to hop in this weekend, hopefully this guide is going to help you out. This video will help you understand some of the basic guides of what's turning out to be a really great game, but kind of complex and detailed for new players to try and understand and dive in. So that's hopefully what I'm here to cover and help you guys out with some important points. So the first tip, socialize. This game is much more enjoyable with friends and a community, but it is still enjoyed solo, as I have done my fair share of solo in this game so far. But the game does have multiple outlets to make friends, whether that be in-game through the social features or Discord. Additionally, in-game you have features such as the hives and the warbands, where you can actually join a hive, which is a smaller group of up to 8 players. Additionally, the next thing you have are what is a warband. This warband gives you up to 30 players. This is more of a guild system like you're used to seeing in MMORPGs. This lets you communicate with a bigger overall presence in the game. In order to play with friends, what you need to first do is you need to press escape, you need to go to the friend feature, and you need to search by name or ID. Now, once you've added them in-game, you'll notice that sometimes you won't see them in your world, but even though you'll be next to each other on the map. The reason why is you guys aren't in the same world. If you look in the top right of my screen here, I'll enlarge it for you. It says World 6. So in order to get to the same world, what you need to do is you need to head to a teleportation tower, which are marked on a map as these blue signals. So these guys, you'll go up to one of them, and when you walk up to them, you'll get the option to switch to another world. You'll press G, and then you'll get to see the other worlds that are under the same server you're in right now. That's another big important factor. Make sure when you do create a character, you guys are on the same server, or else you guys won't be able to join the same worlds. They additionally added the feature, so if you accidentally did this, you can now create multiple characters. When they launched, they accidentally only had you can make one character, but they quickly remedied that. Also, if you want to join my warband, all you need to do is search up the warband name, which is One Shot Shooters. I did launch this just today, right before making this video. In order to join, all you need to do is type views for the application, and I will accept you. If there's enough love for a second warband, we will launch one. Make sure you guys join the Discord. We'll communicate and yap about the game in there. That's be an awesome place to communicate with me and the community. So if you guys, again, want to join, make sure you guys do join the warband. It is under One Shot Shooters, so I will see you guys in there. Tip number 2, make sure to claim your free daily rewards. Every day you receive 20 free astral duelets, which you can stack up to 120. So that's a nice little bank it builds up. But you have a weekly limit on some of these items you can actually get in the game through the astral duelets. So they have a weekly limit. As you see, I've claimed some of these sanity gummies and such. The really juicy ones that you definitely want to claim are the ones that have the weekly limit. That's kind of why they're limited, because of how good they are. You have the sanity gummy, which I'll kind of explain what it does later in the video. You have the activator, and then you also have the adrenaline shot. These are the really good ones that you want to make sure you're burning and using your astral duelets for. This is free stuff to get, guys, so make sure you guys do go ahead and claim this stuff. In order to access this screen, you need to press escape on your character. You go to shop event, you need to go to events, then go to regular event, and then you will see the astral duelets tab. Right here is where you can go ahead and claim these. If you see in the middle right here, that's how many you have. It stacks up to 120. Also, for more free stuff, make sure you guys go back to the events tab and go to the accept invitation tab. Once there, you can then enter my code that I will have on screen now, and I will have it linked down in the description. You get a free MP7 and additionally some goodies that go straight to your inventory. Additionally, if we do meet up, you'll also get another gift pack, so make sure you guys are doing that. In order to access that, again, you go to events, you go to event, and then you go to accept invitation. That's where you'll enter my code in, and you'll get access to some free goodies, so make sure you guys are doing that. Tip number 3, monitor your food, water, and sanity. Each one of them has buffs and debuffs. Full food will give you HP buffs and melee buffs, but when you get hungry, you will begin to lose carrying capacity. Hydration, the next one over, directly correlates with your sprint speed and movement speed. Stay hydrated or stay slow. The way you can hydrate yourself, food is really simple. All you got to do is cook that over on a stove. You'll get some recipes, and you can just make sure you have the necessary supplies for that. In order to get boiled water, what you need to do is you need to get the dirty water. You do that by going to any of the lakes or streams. You walk up to it, and you just press F on it, and it'll begin to collect some of that dirty water. You'll come back to the stove, and you can cook that boiled water. So that's what you want to make sure you drink. Don't drink the dirty water. The last one is sanity. Sanity can affect how much you're able to fully recover from HP bar, essentially permanent HP reduction if you're not careful. In order to regain your sanity, you need to take sanity gummies, which you can get from the astral duets, which I mentioned before, or crafting them at a stove. But you need to unlock them under the skill in the skill tree of logistics. You go to logistics, you want to scroll down, and then you'll see where it says electric stoves. And right here, you'll get the option for sanity gummies. Right there is what you can get the ability to craft them on the stoves. And it's really important that you can do, because this is really a very, very crucial part of the game, and it will affect the way you are playing the game. The other way you can get reset your sanity is by resting at your home base. If you have a bed built in your base, you can actually rest that way, and it'll regain your sanity as well. But that obviously means you have to be back at your base, and you can't do that when you're out in the field, which is when most of the time you'll be running out of your sanity, and it'll be affecting your fights and or boss fights. Loot almost everything. Crafting is a massive portion of this game, so be on the lookout for a crafting guide coming out soon. But in order to craft in this game, you will need supplies. Supplies are everything. In order to get them, you need to loot items in the world, whether it's a useless item or gear you can disassemble. The disassembly bench. It is key for getting armor and gear components that you will need to craft later on. So make sure you guys are looting all around the world and getting the items you need in order to throw them in the assembly bench and then get some of those items back. I also recommend getting a large crate in order to store some of these supplies. This definitely helps you out with saving inventory space because it is really important that you maximize how much space you have out there, especially once you start loading up on some of that really good, juicy loot. Tip number 5, make sure you guys are using your deviations. In some of those more intense boss fights, having your deviant is really useful. Each deviant has different useful abilities and buffs, such as the one I have now can build me a fortification and restore my HP and sanity if I hang around it. In order to access your deviants, use your secure units you have at your homes to either swap or sync deviants to your character, at which point you will use E to summon them when you're in battle. Make sure they're also charged up, so if you look at deviant power, it's going to slowly recover, and then also mood. But this is where you can store your deviants and then cradle them to your, or sync them, excuse me, to your cradle so you can use them in combat. The last helpful tip I want to give you is make sure you're equipping your mods for your guns and armor. No, not attachments. When you go to your gear screen, you will see your items you have equipped. If you right-click any of the items you have, it will bring to the modify screen, at which point you will have the mods screen. You can click into it and bring up a list of mods you can apply to your items. Once you equip the mod, you can enhance the mod to make the most out of it. In order to enhance it, you'll right-click on it, and then you can see the attribute effects and where you are going with each enhancement. Enhancing them gives you stronger weapons and stronger gear, so make sure you guys are paying attention to that. Once equipped, you can then back out, and the gun is now stacking with that enhanced mod. Again, I see a lot of people are forgetting to mod their guns. I'm not talking about attachments, guys. Those are different accessories. Mods is giving you a buff to the weapon statistics. Okay, guys, so that hopefully clears out some more interesting systems in this game. It's really fleshed out. There's a lot to learn. And if you guys did enjoy it, a like in the video and a sub to the channel goes a super long way, man. I do enjoy making these. I do love the game. If you guys are interested in more guides, let me know down below, and I'll keep working hard on them. Let me know in the comments some helpful tips you are also implementing to your game and the gameplay. I love this game, and I'm so excited to keep playing and being fully addicted to it. If you guys are interested in watching me play, live catch me over on Twitch, streaming the game with drops enabled. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.